Hello everybody, let's talk about PowerPoint. So probably up to now you've seen a lot of my PowerPoint slides and they haven't really been made for a presentation. In fact, a lot of the slide designs have been just very basic, pretty bad actually. Today I'll actually show you one that's actually meant for an actual presentation. Okay, so I'll actually go into presentation mode for this. Okay, so let's go into that. Let's go ahead and present the slideshow. Okay, so here we have PowerPoint. Okay, and we're going to be learning various things such as adding slides, inserting things, moving, layouts, things like that. You can see I have a nice slide design here. This is one of the newer designs. There are some of the older ones where you will see in a little bit. This is one of the newer ones that Microsoft has made, I think in 2016 or something. Yeah, so a bit different than some other ones. Here you can see one of the older slide designs. This one, I've seen it probably a billion times. It's yeah, to me it just screams 2000, maybe even 1990. Okay, so pre-made layout and designs. Okay, so PowerPoint comes with a lot of pre-made designs and layouts. Okay, what are designs and layouts? Design talks about the general look of your slide. So this it's kind of greenish blue with this red rectangle. I don't know what that rectangle is, but it's there. That's part of the design. That's what I mean when I talk about design. Layout, on the other hand, is how things are positioned, and you can see this layout is a title and content. Okay, so this is called a title content layout. Okay, so there's lots of layouts and designs to choose from, and you can even download some slide designs. Like let's say you want to make a presentation about China, you can download some Chinese theme and use that. So there are a lot available, but you should familiarize with making your own, and maybe if get good enough, maybe you can even upload your designs onto the internet for somebody else to download. Maybe they'll even pay you for it. Okay, here's another pre-made design that I've seen probably a million times. Maybe you've seen it as well. So this black with this kind of funny rainbow swirly swishy thing, whatever that is. Okay, and here's another layout. Here is a to content layout, often used for pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages. Okay, so speaking of pros and cons, let's talk about pros and cons of using these pre-made designs and layouts. Now, probably the biggest pro is it's very quick and very easy. You just have to click which one you want and it comes up. Okay, the disadvantage is that you are limiting yourself. Okay, there's so much more you can do. You can be all sorts of creative with this stuff. Okay, so this, if you're kind of short for time, yeah, you can put stuff together pretty quickly, but you're probably not going to get the best presentation. Okay, making your own, right, gives you that freedom to be really creative and make really good looking presentations. Let me just show you something. All right, so what do you think about that? Right, you might think that's awesome, professor. That's great. Like you really made a really good slide there. Okay, but I'm here to tell you that that's terrible. It's a bad slide. Okay, why is it bad? First of all, this swishy thing up here, right? What the heck does that have anything to do with Gandalf? Right, that has nothing to do with Gandalf. Okay, I attempted to put a picture in here. Okay, that's not too bad. I have some statistics. I did move things around a little bit, so not too bad. But my biggest beef with this is that background. I think it just kind of sucks. Okay, so that was using a pre-made design. Okay, so what you want to do instead is make your own slide designs. Okay, start from a completely blank slide. Okay, then you can choose your own background, insert text boxes, insert images, wherever you want. You're very free to make things. Let's try again. Check this out. Okay, so here you can see I opted to take that image and make it the entire size of the slide. Okay, notice that I also have a very high quality image, so there's no pixelation, things like that. Be careful about that. Pixelation just looks bad. Okay, so high quality images. You can see I made a nice text box with rounded corners. You know, went through the effort to line everything up nicely, gradient colors and whatnot, and I even put in an animation. Okay, so that can kind of grab some attention, kind of change things up a little bit. You don't always have to use animations. In fact, too many animations can sometimes be kind of distracting or just cheesy. But used right, they can look good. Okay. So the biggest thing is just make your own, just like this. This is actually a very simple slide. Just have black background and insert an image. And I even drew these lines myself. Okay, so with the insert shapes, they're just lines, and I just made them very thick. Okay, the thing is, don't be lazy. Okay, the more effort you put into it, the better it's gonna look. Okay, I know we're all kind of like this at times, but try to avoid that. Be active, you know, put in the effort, and things will look good. Okay, apart from your slide design, there are also other things that you can put in called transitions and animations. Okay, transitions are the effects you see between one slide and another. Okay, are you ready to see one? Here comes a transition. Hey, cool, right? So you can kind of see that fading. Maybe I'll let you see that again. Oh, there it is. Ooh, right. Kind of fading across. That's called a transition from one slide to the next. Animations are what happened within a single slide. So sometimes you want to bring things in one at a time, okay? Especially if you have a slide that's very full of stuff. Often we have many points to cover, and often we don't need our audience to see all the points at once. So it might be a good idea to bring points in one at a time. Okay, so there's another thing, another animation. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, or not now, but I'm going to produce a few other videos covering the various skills that I just looked at. So everything from basically making a slide, various designs and layouts, modifying that, inserting things. Maybe I won't go over too much with insertion because you should be familiar with that from Microsoft Word. Okay, and probably pretty good at that as well. A lot of you made very nice magazines inserting and whatnot. And then I'll go over transitions and animations. So stay tuned for a series of videos about each of those individual skills.